Yo, 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 what's up? Oh, I'm live. Yeah, don't pay me no mind. I'm live. I didn't go live yesterday. What's up, Gary? What's up, Nelson? Yeah. What they do, what they do. What's up, Cody? What's up, Chance? I'm just going back over this thing with some 400 on a Scotch pad. It's already been blocked. It's already been blocked in final sands. So what I'm doing is I'm just going back over it with some 400 just to open it back up, just to double check anything, see if I've missed anything or anything like that. Bring me that brush. We can't talk about that right now. We can't talk about that right now. I can't discuss what went on there, Nathan. What's up, Roger? Yeah. I'm going to say, I just can't say nothing right yet. You know what I'm saying? I can't say nothing right yet. Not right yet. I'll show you where we're at. I'll show you where we're at. So, got the doors on. Gaps is really good. Gaps is really good. Got the drip rail shaved off of it. So that's that. Got that door on. The bracket worked out really good. It worked out good. These drip rails are shaved off. See the gaps? They nice. And then got the front grill. It's ready. And then here's the bumper. Y'all know we undercoated it the other day. So there's the back of the bumper. So it turned out really nice. So got it back in here, and I'm going to take a razor knife to cut the excess off, that's hanging out. And then going to go back over the bumper with 400. I was going to paint it today, but I had to go back to TKM this morning. So I was at TKM yesterday, and then I had to go back this morning. So it is what it is. So it's all right. So like right here where we had the tape, and you see where the undercoating, we'll just take a razor knife and just cut it off the sharp edge. So we got that going on. So that's that. Like I said, and then got all the bolts. Oop, that blowed off. So that blowed off. So there's all the bolts are laid out. So we're good to go. Made these brackets yesterday. These brackets right here are going to, I'm going to put sheet screws into the racks. So when we hang the parts, I screw this wherever I want it and then run the wire from here to grab wherever I need to grab it on the grill to hang. I'm gonna hang the grill on a roller rack, and my boy made these yesterday. He made these yesterday on the plasma. Made these little brackets, so we'll screw them down, and then we'll be able to hook wire. So we made we made about a dozen of them yesterday. So that's good on that. Um, so that's that. Yeah, so basically what we'll do is we'll just screw them to wherever I need them at, and then I can hang the parts. And we just run the wire through that, and then run the wire around the part, and it'd be good to go. I'll just go out here and show you. I'll show you. So if nobody don't understand what I'm saying, I'll show you. So I got some roller carts that I made. I actually had the students to make them. So it's actually nice, man. It's actually nice today. Look at that fat son of a gun. Look at this fat boy. Look that fat son of a gun. So these racks right here like this. So what I'll do is I'll just put them down like that and screw them, and then or wherever I need to screw them to, like that. And then we run the wire and hang them. So we rolled the carts up here yesterday. So we'll hang, we'll hang everything on these carts where I can push them in and push them out. I need to go get a haircut too. Yeah, it's actually nice. It says it's like 74 degrees. So, but I'm keeping the doors closed because of the humidity. So, yeah, and he's on a diet. He's on a diet too. Yeah, no politics, no religion, man. No politics, no religion. So let's get back up here. All right. So like I said, I'm just going everything over with 400, just to make sure I didn't miss nothing. I talked to Mike Losh. He said Cato is working on the dash pad, the leather dash pad, and the headliner. He said he's running behind. So we're getting on that. I talked to the glass shop about the glass. So the back glass and the front windshield. But we're not going to put the windshield in or the back glass in until I cut and buff it. So I can cut and buff around the glass section and then have them to put the glass in it. What's up, Floor? Let's see if I can get y'all a better view. Let me see if I can get y'all a better view of what's going on. No, I got. Hold on a second. I'll show you, Gary. Hold on, Gary. I'll show you. Hold on. Just hang tight. I'll go get him. Hold tight. Hold on a second. I'll get him. Hold on. I got to get a flashlight. Hold on. Let me get them. I'll get them. Hold on. Yeah. A little dirt. Yeah. Yeah, here's the handles. Yep. 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 These are the handles. They don't even make these no more. This company went out of business. This company went out of business. So they don't even make them handles no more. They went out of business for whatever reason. Like I said, for whatever reason, they went out of business. They went out of business. Just hold on a second. Let me get my stuff back to where I was at. Well, nah, nah. I'm not a big fan of, what the hell? I'm not a big fan of poppers, honestly. Not me personally. Why won't that light come on? Oh, I got it now. I got the son of a gun unplugged. There we go. I got lights now. Hawaii. Watching Garfield today, boys. All right, so. Oh yeah, Dyna braid. Yeah, I've got a Dyna braid, and I've had that thing since like 2000. I'm fixing me a water. I've had a Dyna braid from like 2005, 2008. Yeah, you keep them serviced and oiled, they'll last forever, man. So I made this light rack. Check this out. I made this light rack. See that? Made that light rack. So cutting and buffing and stuff like that makes a big difference. Or you can see what's going on. Oh yeah, take the muffler off. Yeah. Somebody's probably gonna go crazy and say, "What are you doing sanding that by hand like that? You're gonna leave streaks." No, I'm just double padded 400, just reopening it back up to double check everything. This thing was already blocked and final primed and blocked. It needs to be water sanded, but I can't water sand it because I'm in the shop. So we just doing it right here, kind of get where it's at. You could go over it with a DA with an interface pad, but if I do that, then it's gonna make so much noise you ain't gonna be able to hear. What's up, Craig? What you got on my 40, Craig? Hey, Mike, you still in here? So I'm gonna say something, Mike, and you just gonna have to read between the lines. So you remember who you told me to call and talk to? And you shared their information with me? I called and left a message, and then they called me back, and their first question was, how in the hell did you get my phone number? And then I was like, come again? How in the hell did you get my phone number? And then I told them, and it's like, they said, I don't know if I'll be able to help you out or not. How'd you get my phone number? And then I said, this is how I got your phone number. And they said, oh, okay. Then what can I help you with? So I appreciate it, Mike. I appreciate it. He's like, how in the hell did you get my phone number? Like, but yeah. So I appreciate that, Mike. I appreciate that. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Yeah. 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 After I told him how I got his number, he was cool, man. He was cool. he was all like, wait a minute. How'd you get my number? Yeah. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Lasagna 1. Bill Murray, he's a mess, boy. Woo. Oh yeah, I'm a little rank. I'm a little rank. I'm a little rank. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Got a little something going on right here. Bring me that guide coat. That dust. No, the guide coat. The powder.
Powder?
Yeah, the powder. It's far enough. It's far enough. I trained the cat. Hollywood brought me that. Hollywood brought me that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Got a little something going on right here. Don't feel right. Yes. Yeah, Mike. Yes. Mike, yes. What's up, machine? There it is. It's gone now. It's gone now. It's the machine. What's up, Benny? Where you been, Benny? I broke my right hand. Benny, we was worried. We've been wondering where you been, cause we seen you every day. We seen you every day, Benny. And then you said you was gonna send me an email, and then we never seen you no more, and I never got the email. So you broke your right hand. Sorry about that. Hope you're getting better. Hope you're getting better, Benny. There it is. Oh, man. Oh, it's gone now. That sucks. That sucks, Benny. I had surgery on his hand one time. Oh, see, I don't take nothing like that. I don't take anything like that. I just hurt. Garfield sounds like some of these guys on YouTube. They ain't got nothing to do. They're bored. Mm. Man, we getting to the short row on this thing. Getting back on Impala Monday. Getting back on Impala Monday, and I'm gonna find me an exhaust shop if I have to. I don't know. So Monday we find an exhaust shop. So we're getting on Impala Monday. I got a schedule. I got. What's up, Grease Spot? What's up, Classic? What's up, George? I'm doing good, George. I hope you are. Utah. I got some friends that live in Utah. Freddie Carson lives in Utah. Andy lives in Utah. Kato lives in Utah. So if anybody gets on here and they're going crazy, like, oh, he's hand sanding, blah, 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 it's fine sanding. I mean, I'm just checking everything. This is 400 on the on this right here. So it's already been blocked with 400, but it's been setting for a little bit. So I'm just reopening it back up with 400. We got the doors put on it. So I got to finish sanding that door over there on some little odd end things. And then get everything situated, and then paint, be about ready for some color. I ordered a magnet for that tripod, so I don't know when it says it'll be here one day next week, so we'll see. It's actually 70, 72, 73 degrees today here. Yeah, I had something going on right there. I don't know what it was, but it's gone now. So we'll just have to put a little spot primer right there. And then when we seal it, look at that right there, boy. Boy, look at that right there. What's up, Fly? What's up? We'll go to the other side. Get a new seat. Did I get a new seat? What are you talking about, Mike? Mike, what you talking about? What are you talking about, Mike? You get a new seat. New seat what? What are you talking about? Oh yeah. It's it's down there in the box. Yeah, brand new leather seat. Yeah, brand new leather. Yeah, this one right here. This is just a seat that I got just to put in here. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, he's got a brand new bucket seat that from Slosh Tubs and Cato, my buddy Cato from Cato's Upholstery that did all of Iron Resurrections upholstery. He does all my leather. Him and Paul Gomez. They do all my interior. So, yeah, this is just a seat for the temporary. But the seat for this truck is a custom bench seat with a console, all leather, all cowlight hide leather. It's actually like it's a bench seat, but it's a center console bucket, like in the new Chevrolet trucks. So you can fold it down and you got a console, or you can pick it up and you got a seat like that. Let me turn this down a little bit. Did he stick with it? Well, it looks original. I mean, I can't walk down there and show it to you. I mean, it looks original. I mean, it looks like original bench seat. It's just a bucket, the way it's made. It looks original, but it's all leather. It's all custom. It's all one off. It's all one off. you get it? Is it good?
Yeah.
I mean, are you done with that one?
I'm about to fill it out.
Oh, okay. Yeah. 400. 400. Here. Yo. That's probably done. Who asked about? Our silver's going up $300 an ounce. I don't know about that, but I do know PPG. I know PPG went up 7.9% on January 1st. Sherwin-Williams went up 12%. House of Colors went up like 9%. So basically, average, all paint manufacturers went up 10% on January 1st. So all liquid materials, sandpaper, every bit of that stuff went up 10%, at least 10% on January 1st. Sherwin-Williams went up like 12.5%. And then they reported record profits. Like PPG's like number 2 worldwide record profits, like $340 billion. I mean, ain't nothing you can do about it. Pay to play, pay to play. So the roll pan's ready, the front bumper's ready, the grill's ready. The door's just about ready. I got to just go over them and check them. And the front fenders are ready. And then I got to prep the hood. So I'll probably do the roll pan, the bumper first, and then I'll do the 2 front fenders. Then I do the grill, and then roll all that stuff out, and then roll drive the truck in there, tape it up, and then paint the cap and the doors. So. What's up, Fly? Yeah. I mean, there's still some companies out there that have good product, and I mean, the prices are not astronomically crazy. But it'll never go back down what it was. It never will. I mean, I remember buying 2021 clear. I remember buying Deltron 2021 clear. A gallon of clear, the hardener, and a gallon of reducer for $200. And a lot of paint companies, now I ain't gonna say no names, because I got friends that called me and say a lot of paint companies are watering down their paint, like over reducing it. And there's a lot of companies been caught doing that, where it used to take 2 coats to cover it, and now it takes 4 to 5 coats to cover it. So you got to use more paint because they've cut it down like a dope man with DBC 500 or some kind of intercoat base. So I was told that for every ounce of paint, they cut it half an ounce with DBC 500 or something. So it's 1 ounce of paint and a half ounce of DBC 500. So that kind of waters it down. And I've sprayed some stuff in the past that I got it at one time and it covered really, really good. And then I got it again and then it covered with the shit. It took twice as much. Same color, same manufacturer, and it was watered down. Yeah. Yep. And when you say something to them about it, say, hey man, this stuff ain't covering, and then it's like, well, yeah, it's the same, you're just not doing it right. I'm like, how can I be not doing it right? I'm spraying it the same way, it mixes 1 to 1. And then I had one paint company says, no, you've been mixing our paint wrong. Our paint mixes 2 to 1. And I said, your paint has never mixed 2 to 1. Meaning 2 parts paint, 1 part reducer. I said, your paint has never mixed. Oh yeah. I said, man, I got cans from a year ago that it says it's 1 to 1 mix. No, it must have been a misprint. I got cans from 2 or 3 years ago that says 1 to 1. Yeah, they get them new reps and they try to tell people like me, and I'm like, dude, you won't be there in 6 months. You'll be somewhere else. I know, I'm telling you. Y'all watering this shit down like the dope man. What's up, ASWC? It is 72 degrees up here in the Peach Capital. Cutting it down like the dope man, stepping on it. Stepping on it like the dope man. Cutting it with baking soda and BC powder. $82. Yeah, it's about 70 here today, so it's nice. It's humid. I'm about to turn the fans on. I don't want to open the door because I let moisture come in here in the shop. So if I turn the fans on, it's probably going to be a little too loud. Hey, go over there to the second light switch. You see the 2 light switches over there to the left? You see the one that says fan right there? See the one that says fan? Flip it. Might be too loud. That's not too loud. Yeah. Just put something on top of it. Hey, they got water at Walmart. Diet water. Diet water. It says low calorie diet water. My question is, what did you remove from water to make it diet? Yeah, yeah, Cody. I got paint cans older than the rep. Yeah. You know the bad thing about it is people believe it. Man, I bought this diet water, man. I'm losing weight. Only thing you losing is your wallet. Only thing you losing is your neck. You look like a bullfrog. You look like a toad. No, we ain't at 10,000 yet. What's up, Scoot? We ain't at 10,000. We're still a little shy. We're still a little shy from 10,000. But we'll get there when we get there. No, we didn't hit 10,000. Not yet. I got some more cool stuff coming that'll probably push us over the limit. All right, Scoot, have a good one. Oh yeah, oh yeah, we hit hit 5.4 million views in 2025. Yeah, in 2025, December 31st, we had hit 5.3 million views for 2025. And we grabbed about 8,000 subscribers. Yeah, yeah. Somewhere around there, 8,000 subscribers. So, yeah. Somewhere around in there, plus or minus. But I got some more cool stuff coming. One of them is going to be a lot of rust repair, metal fabricating, metal panels, and door gaps, and like metal fabricating. So, got one of those coming. So, that's why we got to make room. We got to make room, boys and girls. We got to make room. Got to make room. Hold on a second. Randy Jones, I'm one of them. You're one of what? Camouflage. The GT body was cool. Yeah. Oh no. No. It's not an Ohio car. No, it's actually in good shape. It's just a little stuff here and there. I think maybe we're going to shave the firewall. I'm talking about like custom stuff, like think we're going to. I think. Now I'm speculating, but I would speculate that we're going to shave the firewall, maybe do some. Oh, one of those subscribers. Oh, I greatly appreciate you, Randy. Yeah, so one of them, like I say, shaving the firewall, maybe doing some B-rolling stuff. There's a couple little patch panels I got to do in the floor. Nothing major that I could see. Now, digging into it's like an onion. The more I pull back, might find something. But a little bit of body work on the passenger side rear, on the quarter bedside. Got to do a little bit on that, but nothing. What I could see, nothing too major. Probably the majorest part is probably going to be the top where the convertible top goes to the windshield pillar. That section right there is probably going to be the most intrigued. Black, straight black, 9700 toner, straight pure black, 9700 straight black, pure black, straight black. Yep, straight black with bronze accent. Straight black with bronze accent. And maybe a bronze stripe down the side. This one's a 68. Oh, no. Yours is a 70. Oh, okay. I misunderstood. Yeah, this is a 68. So on this truck, I cut the whole drip rail off, all the way across all across the brow, all across the windshield. Put it all back together, migged and tigged it up all the way around, and then welded it up, and it just has very fine, not really a lot of filler in it. Did a lot of metal work, and then just used a little bit of fiberglass filler, just a little bit, and then just a little bit of 3M platinum filler, and then CRE 321 2K epoxy. And so we got the whole. We are doing some final sanding on this 68 C10. Where's John Buchanan at? I need a 3-liter Duramax. Oh, I know, that's right. Yeah, this is what we're doing right here, look. Yep, 68 C10. So yeah, all the drip rails is gone. Yes, so is the drip edge better being gone or worse being gone for water? Uh, well, when it if it was to rain on this truck, the water would run run right down the windshield and right down the door. Now it wouldn't go in the door because of the gasket around the door, but this truck won't never see rain. We're probably going to do windshield wiper delete on it, and just put rain X on the windshield. So this truck won't see the rain. The only time this thing's going to see water is when it's getting washed. Um, so, or if it's caught in the rain. So, yeah. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. To cut the whole drip rail off, and then I filled in the door with eighth inch plate for the gap. Like right here, I'll show you. Hold on. So right here, to get this 3/16, right here, I added a piece of 1/8 inch flat bar from right here all the way around and all the way down. I put a piece of 1/8 inch flat bar and welded it to the cab all the way around, and then smoothed it back out, and then did all the body work in there and smoothed all. Yeah, back on the 63 tomorrow. Yes, sir, Mike. Yes, sir. Yeah, so all this in here, put a piece of 1/8 inch plate, or excuse me, yeah, a little less than 1/8 inch, and filled all this in all the way around, all the way to make this 3/16 on both sides. Did both sides like that, and shaved the drip rails off of it. Yeah, I'm getting back on the 63 tomorrow. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then cut the drip rail off all the way across, and then welded all this back up. And then, like I said, the metal, look, see right there's the metal. It's a little bit of filler work and a little bit of filler, and there's the metal. So it's not really, a magnet will still stick to it. And then did all the metal shaping, and then just lightly skimmed it. It's a fleet side. It's a fleet side. It's a fleet side. So yeah, just this thing was already final sand in 400. Yeah, this thing was already sanded in 400, but it's been setting for a little bit, so I'm just opening it back up. Yes. Yes. Shave cow cover. Yeah, Autometal Direct sells them. Buttermilk biscuit. Yeah, Autometal Direct sells shaved windshield. Autometal Direct sells a shaved windshield cowl. So if I'm not running windshield wipers, I don't have to put windshield wiper motor in. I don't have to do none of that stuff. I got to double check and make sure. I mean, I can put the windshield wiper motors and stuff in there, and we just put some billet covers over the knobs But I think when I talked about it last time, I think he said he liked the idea. So I just have to double check and make sure. Easy, boys, easy. Play nice. I'm play nice, or I'm gonna put you in timeout. The fewer accessories you have. Oh, this truck's already wired up. It runs and drives. It's already been dynoed. The only thing I have to do on this truck is just set the speedometer and stuff like that when we drive it, and do the AC system. Like mechanically. The speaker box has to be covered in leather. The headliner has to be put in when Cato gets it done and ships it out. The dash pad's in leather. It has to be shipped out. I got the carpet. I mean, there's a lot of other stuff, seals and rubbers and glass and window regulators and stuff like that. But once I get it painted, it's going to stay in the booth, and then I'm going to assemble it in the booth. And then once I get this out of the big shop, like when the K5 Blazer's in here and I'm doing metal repair or something and I need to put some primer on it, I'm just going to put rattle can primer on it for the time being, and just so it won't surface rust. And then I'm going to have the whole thing media blasted. So, and then we'll 2K epoxy the K5 Blazer. And then I'll just have to see how far the client wants to take the bottom of the floor pans, and if we're going to bed line the bottom of the floor and color match it and stuff like that, which is fine. We can do that too. That's not a problem. It's just whatever they want. And then get it on the rotisserie and put it in the booth and do all that, or, get it on a buggy. But once I put the K5 on a little cart, I can push it in and out of the shop. But when I put it on the rotisserie is like 22 foot long, man, and that thing takes up a lot of space. But being a K5 Blazer, we can shorten it, and it'll probably be shorter than a Mustang, or right at close to it. So we just have to see. But yeah, I got to get on the phone Monday and find an exhaust shop or something so I can get the exhaust done. So next week's objective is get the exhaust done on the Impala, get the windshield wipers put in it, and do whatever I need to do on it next week so I can finish that sucker up. Pitchfork. I lost my pitchfork. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, pitchfork? It's about bean time. Mike, what you eating tonight? Perch? You eating yellow perch, Mike? What you eating tonight, Mike? About to have to go to the grocery store to get some stuff to cook supper, I guess. Walleye deep fry. Oh, you caught some walleye? I didn't see that. I didn't see you caught some walleye. I see you caught some perch. Hey, I talked to Bill this morning. I talked to Bill for about an hour this morning. Oh, I talked to Bill about an hour this morning. Did y'all know yesterday was Bill's birthday? I'm sure he posted something yesterday. Yesterday was Bill's birthday. Yeah, January 9th was Bill's birthday. I think he's 62. 62 or 63, I think. Don't quote me on that. It's 62, 63, somewhere around there, plus or minus. I'm sure he posted it on his live yesterday, or I'm sure he posted it on his page yesterday. He's 62, 63, I think. Not 100% sure. I've never had walleye, Mike. I've never had it. Man, I hope this thing turns out nice. I've had a Wahlburger. I've had that cars. All right, so let me show you where I'm at. So I got to get everything to look like that. Everything to look like that. Even back there. This right here is slick. So when I paint everything, I'll cut and buff all this, and then I'll put the bed on the truck, and then I can finish cutting and buffing. But now the doors, they're just sitting there. I mean, they're on. But if you sit back here and look, you can see the gaps are 3/16 all the way around. I got to do a little spot priming right there. I didn't like the way that looked. I didn't like the way that looked right there, so I had to block it, and I skimmed it with some glaze, some some Sims. So I'll have to spot prime that in the book. I can spot prime it up here, and then I could do it. I'll probably do it up here, and then I got to sand the rocker. I got to get the rocker smooth. But other than that, paint coat baby ass smooth. So like I said, got to do the jams. Right, I got to get down here. When I was adjusting the door, it was hitting right there. You see that right there? The bottom of the door was adjusting right there, hitting right there. So I had to do that. Got to seam seal all this. Right, don't have to seam seal none of this because all this is welded up and smoothed out. So that's that on that. And then And I got it just a little high, so when I load the door with all the guts, it'll put weight on the door, and then it should level out right there on that. So that's that. Same thing on this side over here. When you're putting your doors on and they're empty, you have to adjust for it. Now, what you can do, now we did do this at Petty's, you take the door off, right? Take the door off loaded with everything in it. Weigh the door, right? I'm gonna give y'all a little free tip, right? I should do that here, but I'll probably do it on the next. I'll probably do it on the next one. So if you take the door off, right, of any vehicle, like Mustang or whatever, you take the door off, if you weigh the door, right? So let's just say that I take this door off, right, and it's fully loaded. Door panels, window regulator, glass, rubber, everything's in the door. Then I weigh the door. And let's just say the door weighs 200 pounds, okay? Just say the door weighs 200 pounds. Then you take everything out of the door, and then you weigh it again. And let's just say the door weighs 125 pounds. So that means that the door had 175 pounds of shit in it. The window regulator, the glass, the rubber, the rods, the door handles, the window cranks, everything. So what we would do at Petty's, we had a book. I didn't. One of the guys had a book because he had done it for years, and so he already had the cheat sheet. So let's just say this door weighed 200 pounds loaded, and it weighed 125 pounds not loaded. So what we would do when we go to put the doors back on the vehicle and try to get the gaps right, we would put sandbags in the bottom of the door, and we would put 75 pounds worth of weight in the door. I'm just throwing numbers out there. We would put whatever was missing in the door, right, in the bottom of the door, in a sandbag or a shot bag or whatever. And then that would preload the door on the spring, on the hinges. And then when you go to adjust your door latch, you would adjust the door latch with the door loaded. And then once it's loaded with all the sandbags or the shot bags in there, the shot ping bags, then it's good. And then you take everything out of the door, and then the door would raise back up because of the weight, the counter, like a seesaw, right? And then when we'd ship the cars out to the customers or whoever, and they was putting them back together, once they put all their hardware in the door, all the window regulators, whatever, they didn't have to adjust the door no more because we'd already preloaded it. If that makes sense. If that makes sense. But typically, if you adjust the door empty, if you raise up the body gap like 1/8 of an inch, then when you go to load the door with all the window regulator stuff, it preloads the door, and it'll land. Not me, stupid. It'll land about where it's at. It's pretty damn close right there where it's at. Yeah, so that's how you get the doors preloaded. And then you always work from the back front. So if you get this gap right, then you don't have to worry about this gap, because this gap is on the fenders. And then the fenders are adjusted to the door, and then the grill is adjusted to the fender. Or yeah, the grill is adjusted to the fender. And then you have to measure crossways. Once you get the fenders on and the fenders are there, what you do is you can take a tram gauge or something, and you measure from corner to corner. So you would measure from this bolt hole right here, because this is solid. You would measure from here to the bolt hole over here on the fender, and you do the same thing on that side to that side to make sure it's square. So once it's square, once you have it within margin, 1/16 of an inch or whatever, then you go to put the hood on. You're not going to have so much trouble adjusting the hood because you've already got your fender and your grill is square, and you're putting the hood in between those 4 points, which is here, the cab, the fender, and the fender. And then all you got to do then is adjust the bolts on the hood to get it square, and you just get the gaps in between the fender and the hood about 3/16 or 1/4 of an inch on both sides. And then if the cowl's on here and then you go to shut the hood, the gap between the back of the hood and the cowl is about 3/16 to a quarter. Quarter inch is probably good if there's no metal work or cutting the edges. So if you can get a 1/4 inch gap all the way around it, it'll look good. It'll look good. It'll look good. So, all right, boys and girls, I've been on here for 83 minutes. I got to clean up. It's about 5:15 East Coast time, and see what I'm going to cook for supper tonight. What about the bottom jam? Okay, what about bottom jam putting the trim in? Oh, so what I do on that, that's a good question, Gary. So what I do on that is real easy. It's actually so when I go to set the doors, let me set this up. So when I go to set the doors, let me go over here so you can see. So I'm going to show you underneath the door. So what I do is I take 2 paint sticks. I take a paint stick, put them together, right? I tape them together for shims, right? And then what I do is I take these 2 paint sticks and I tape them right there. I put one right there and I put one right there. And I tape them to the rocker, right? I tape them. Then when I set the door, I set the door on those. And that gives me my gap. So when I go to put, if you was going to run that threshold plate, that gives you enough room for that thresh plate that goes there. He's not running one, but if you was to put a thresh plate there, that was that. Plus, by doing this raises the door up just enough where I got 3/16 gaps at the bottom. And then the only thing I got to do is adjust the door this way, or this way. Because it's setting on those paint sticks. So the bottom gap all the way across is even because it's setting on them paint sticks. And then the only thing I have to do is adjust this. Just this and this by adjusting the bolts. So you have to tighten these bolts in a certain sequence. Because if you tighten this bolt first, you see how that notch drops in, that hinge drops in? If you tighten this bolt first, what it's going to do is going to kick the door out and in, or out and forward. So if you tighten this one first, what it's going to do is going to pull the door forward and kick the door out. In my experience, now it might be different for somebody else, but I know when you tighten that, it flexes the hinge in and pulls it like that. So what I do is I tighten these bolts first, and then I tighten that one. A lot of people will put shims behind these. I've never had to put shims behind that. There is enough adjustment in there. I'm not saying that you couldn't, but the only thing I've ever done is opened up the holes in the hinge so I get more adjustment if the client wants a better gap. And then if they really want to get crazy, I cut the door, I weld the door, I tack the door to the cab and cut and then re-weld everything. But on this one, I didn't have to do that. So, because I build everything up on this side. There's always different ways to get it. So, boys and girls, I appreciate you. Like I said, my battery is like 10%. Remember I said, boys and girls, don't worry about the man up the road or down the road. Sweep off your own front porch while sweeping off anybody else's. Put God first, that loose end drag. Peace, some chicken grease, I'm out.